Me and Kat had a short breakup. Okay, so if you guys were wondering, ever since season 2, I posted Sabo versus Kat, and it was one of the most amazing versus battles on my channel. But one thing that I kept a secret from everybody was this. Okay, so we all know how they tried to compare last year to my 8th grade year, right? This was absolutely horrible. What ended up happening was this, literally. They were wondering where I was getting all this dopamine from since they were checking the chart. So what ended up happening was this. I kept a secret for each and every one of my girls. Literally, because my girls are being a part of Spanksy knows, what's valuable about what girl has, what girl doesn't. Like, she has the perfect cleavage, but that girl has a better butt. Her butt maybe, this, that, fucking Lily. Lily, she has a better eye, she has better this and that. So Lily, there's a running gag, Lily, wherever Shannon wants to use her nose out of nowhere, someone would be like, those lips cannot touch. Krillin on count in Team 4-star. But girls start making that Shannon never gets a break completion. So what was crazy about it is literally everything was all good. We had our mainstream relationships. We had literally the haymaker of me and L last year. The fantastic, payoff between me and Bree. So many, really good contenders. Guess what ended up happening? Why I said, fuck a tier list. I just want pure good sex. Like, fuck a storyline. I just want pure good sex. So what ended up happening was I kept this a secret for everybody because everybody wanted to literally wonder, is this the best year of his life? Why do they keep comparing it to 8th grade? Why are they even able to compare it to 8th grade? Well, it's because literally what they do is they share a whole bunch of negative people around and they try to literally make me share their emotion. It wasn't the fact that they were making me think it was better. It's just that they put all their energy into one thought, that one moment, they moved on. But then I was able to think about what happened at the beats. I was able to think about it afterwards. So every time they kept on spamming this shit, literally, life went on. I'm like, literally, you can't really make me reconsider it. Because what they would do is they would do something to defeat the whole purpose of the year. Because one thing that literally kept it connected is that 8th grade was a storyline that had up and down and around. Literally. So what ended up happening is they took advantage of the fact that I was making killer moves, but there was no storyline to them because I kept on freestyling, but because you would not give me any substance. I had to make up my own substance because you wouldn't give me substance to play off it, so it would be a storyline. I was doing my own thing over and over again, and they kept on holding it to the theme, so I said, fuck it. So what they tried to do is, like, literally, I got tired of trying to, like, play with their little kid games like a grown-ass man. So what ended up happening is I decided to be cruel because I'm very fucking considerate. What if I just told you, like, I'm so handsed about pussy, like, how I figured out how my fucking Alex knows Lily is made for fucking dick sucking, how I figured out, like, Lily, fucking, you are so fucking subjective and her blue eyes is enough, you know how I figured out all those tricks in the hood? What if I told you I finally, Lily, started treating life like Lily how I used to treat it in high school, like the girls who I was begging to fucking get laid by, since I can beg them now, what if I decided to hit them up and decide to destroy your entire fucking angle, because that's what Lily keeps me from being an asshole, is the fact that I treat all my girls with respect and that I'm considerate about them. What if I decided to treat them like just pure hot sex for just one minute? So I decided to call a girl that I wasn't mostly attached to. Her name is Cat Bat Cosplay. So she is the most spoiled girl in literally my community. Everybody puts in way more work in her, and they know how I work, but I specifically spoil her because she's just hot and she's perfect and nothing else. So she's a roller bigger, perfect everything, Lily. And the one thing that separates her ass is that her ass is perfect. It's not too big, not too small, but it's nice and round. And Lily, what ends up happening is I end up rimming her ass for 4 hours doing last year. And they're wondering, how is he able to maintain this? I rimmed her for 4 hours. I rimmed Abby for 2 hours just to make sure that they would stop complaining. You don't understand. So, literally, when Christopher Sabat was trying to get me to fucking massacre Stone over and over again, he's like, I know you were able to match it in terms of meeting because of your up and down, but now you're fucking able to do literally this and that. I had no idea. So what ended up happening is literally I felt literally the best feeling of all time, and what ended up happening is I ended up making Cat stronger than she needed to be. You know who's in charge of my YouTube channel? L2. So what ended up happening was literally I sent Cat out like Lily on a mission. I told her to be crazy because I kept on literally buttering her up over and over again. I finally got down to the fact where I started treating her like a higher girl. Even though I was actually doing work with my other girls, I was treating her and I gave her a specific mission. And I told her to go spank L2. You know why? Because of all the ridiculous shit that was going on in Funimation, because literally I was taking advantage that people were fucking monkeys. So I'm like, you know why they keep on doing this? Is because we keep on thinking about the whole, because everybody hears some like gangster shit. They think about this, and that. So what I did with that very example is I dumbed it down to the best fucking quality. I'm like, scratch all this shit. Let's go bring it back to common sense. It's like, we can't do that because we have to carefully evaluate the situation. So they took advantage of that. So you know what Cat did? I sent Cat on a crazy ass fucking mission because of Lily. I'm like, you know what I'm gonna do? Lily, L2 has tons and tons of training of this and that, but I'm gonna get Cat to fucking massacre her, Lily, when things aren't going her way. So I'm like, Lily, and I might hack Cat text her too. And she's like, you do realize you're being a dumbass, right? And L2 is like, what the fuck do you mean? Allowing the enemy to have the opportunity over and over and over again? Please, I will spank your ass right now. This is real strategy. When you say something, back it up. So Cat ended up cheap shot on L2. She does the grip when you literally do it in the middle. Literally, when you grab the cheeks in the middle, she grabbed L2. It didn't matter. And L2 is like literally fucking at least 6'2". And she picked her up, knowing that she was skinny. Did this and that, all because I made sure I pampered Cat. I made sure everything went her way. So when it came down to a point where she wanted to play, I had her chase literally the top girls. I treated her like it wasn't shit. And you know why? Because this is the complex storyline. This is what you hide from me. L2 is me, and this is the power you give the fucking ARL. Literally, so this is what I did. Literally, L2 would be able to beat Cat if they were both doing it first thing, but I specifically gave Cat an edge, like, you know what, she caught her off guard, and you know the right, she started the fight, even though L2 can beat her if she goes 100%, Cat is always going to have that advantage. So because I gave her the ability to sneak attack, I basically betrayed L2, but I did it for a very fucking good reason, because you guys just would not leave me alone, and you would not actually be considering the situation, so I dumped it down to common denominator. She's hot and she's ugly, even though L2 is actually way more pretty than her on paper when you do fucking research. Fight way better. Because I gave Cat that edge is why she's always going to be able to catch her off guard. So I'll tell you what the relationship is. Lately, Cat, because she's fucking spoiled and shit, once L2 catches her off guard, she's going to literally manhandle the fuck out of her. But I taught her to be fucking slippery like a cat and shit. So Lily, wherever she fucking goes in and out, literally fucking L2 has to fucking catch her, she has to dominate them, and she can't like Lily let Cat breathe. Lily, you have to understand, so Lily, Cat ended up sneak attacking L2 at least 3 fucking times. That's all because I made her spoiled and I made sure she was that strong. And so I got over the fucking Cat, my Cat, you know, Lily, the Cat from Cat vs. Sabo, and she ended up trying to get Sabo to make me jealous again on screen. You know why? Because I made them all compete and then I made them emotional out of nowhere. Dude, Lily, it had nothing to do with you. Oh, Cat's fucking stupid. You finally get Sabo to comply. You treat him like fucking shit. No, it happened because she's a girl. It's because she's human. Because I put her through an emotional fucking roller coaster. Has nothing to do. She's absolutely the exact opposite of retard. She's supposed to hold on to that because she put on hard work and stuff like that. And Lily, see, I do like her a lot more, like way more than that. Lily did spoil Cat back cosplay. Lily, I love Cat for who she is, but Lily, I didn't do it specifically for her, but it affected her because what I did was I made sure you guys really feel sorry for the era once you recognize the full story. Because they kept on cracking out this whole stuff with that, and they were all being hella gay. Like, okay, Eris, we gave you the year, so please stop using that style. And we gave you legitimate uses by not to use that style because it's destroying the older generation rap. You just beat Common. Just killed Nas. We want you to consider that you're evolving and that we can't have you face the older generation. You keep doing this, but I try to tell you this is what they're gonna do if I don't be hard. Lily, this is what, so I had to fucking, this is the biggest example of how fucking life works. Lily, I made sure that she had the biggest fucking head start of all time, and that was forever gonna imprint L2. Don't think she's gonna easily like remove that shit so easily. You don't understand. So I'm on like style, you're being a fag. You have to understand. I made sure it was the best year of my life. I made sure to keep her a secret. So like Lily, when you fucking retrieve all the information, you understand Lily where I'm getting this from, and that's what they kept on having massacre stories. Like, where's he getting this hidden dopamine from? It's okay, I'm just saying it's the fact that you have air confliction. You feel like life is flexible. No, I live a life with fucking common denominator because you know how you have your little tools. You know how you're here right now, right? You're like a teapot, but before you tip over, you can come home to your wife, right? But now if you have to deal with me and my popular shit 24/7, so guess what they're gonna fucking do? They're gonna be able to tip your little teapot the wrong way to a point where they can raise your fucking heat levels to a point where you'll make the wrong decisions because you don't fucking literally keep it out the void like me. Like literally, I'm like, scratch what you're trying to do. I'm not gonna let it be close to me at all. Literally, I'm not gonna let you be close at all. You feel something halfway, that means you're gonna turn to the wrong side if I push your button the wrong way. You feel something coming, but you're okay because you know you gotta come home to your life, and like literally, fucking life is gonna pan out. And the worst thing about it is they're doing the research of pussy and literally why I'm getting basically, you know, fucking, you know, ratchet pussy. Because if you check Riffy BM, there's a lot of stuff you can say about her stereotype of Lily, how fucking Mexican girls are like Lily, how freaky and shit like that. Like Lily, they can call all about other girls like spoiled sluts, Lily, some type of stereotype. What happens, Lily, if you kept all those girls away from me specifically so I'd be left with at least one, and so that one would be fucking treacherous, you know? And so that's why they left it up to Mamacita to be the example. So You gotta claim that literally all his girls are basically all his girls are unique. What happens if I give one the opportunity to get in the door? I'm gonna make Lily the one with the biggest stereotype, the most popular, and I'm gonna let you figure out what the Mexican one is gonna do. See, the reason why I'm having half-ass sex is because you don't let me bang all the baby mamas who are literally the most fine shit like that. You don't let me bang the basic baby mamas. You make sure that you let me stay with Reverie BM, the Mexican one who literally fucking represents my struggle and shit, literally over and over again. When it comes down to it, I'm not getting the full nut, huh? I'm not getting the full fuck, huh? It's not like I'm fucking poker for the entire year. No, I was talking to her, huh? You just say her nose looks like a horse. You just say this and that. Oh, but it doesn't get that little. Oh, but that nose sucks my dick every fucking day. It's irritating as shit. I was gonna do, you fuck niggas, but it doesn't matter because we already blocked me off the fucking Discord. Literally, I was gonna send you a picture of me and Reverie BM. I'm like, look at them. Look at those lips. Literally, you think I'm a virgin? Look at those lips. You don't think those same lips suck my dick? Literally. Since I couldn't get away with calling Troy Trina, you deprived me for the opportunity. Fuck the ARL ever being on MTV because of what the fuck they put me and my crew through. Oh, Lily, so you know how like there's a gaslight, there's no gaslight where cat perfect butt, perfect clearance, perfect everything, and I was rimming that perfect butt for 4 hours on end, so undeniably, the best fart pussy, the highest pussy can be insane, the pussy that you kept me away from, all the fire fucking baby bobbers, Lily, I was fucking commissioned, well one is just stuck doing the same thing over and over again, Lily, with the same fucking stereotype. When it came down to it, this is why Zaba was like, bitch, you're crazy. Lily, you fucking add over it. Lily, oh, it's like he didn't say all this fucking training. Oh, he probably said fully all this fucking training I did. He probably fucking did reverse psychology. Lily, all this fucking training I did with fucking baseline and this and that. Lily, no, something, this and that. No. If I was rich right now, you already know what we're done. So basically, Cat pulled a Ray Rivaldo with. He's like, you're out. You have to understand that Lily, she has the right to be justice. Now, Lily, fucking, you don't understand, Lily. I put them in emotional trauma. That's actually advanced thinking. When you actually know about humans, that is far from Lily basic thinking. You have to understand. We put them in a complex situation with development. And she cleaned all to him first thing. Lily, literally. And that was only going to be temporary because she was emotional. I want you guys to understand that. The fucking Lily. Me, Cat, and Sabo made up that night. But it was crazy as shit because, Lily, this is what a human is. This is what girls are and shit. This is what happens when you take them through shit. And you took advantage of the fact that Formation was being overly understanding about my princess fucking style because you don't let me, go to the amusement park. You force me to be cold. You don't let me go to the mall because of the more horror shit. This is what happens, Lily. And then I ended up getting that style saying, what the fuck do you want, nigga? Instead of being, hey, how's your day? Because you said that was gay.